likes doing the things they know, talking about the same old stories they've heard about the people they think they know. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But did you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? It's gonna be hard. You run, drive, roll your mind. You run, drive, roll your mind. You run, drive, roll your mind. You run,
You're drawing me in, and I can't slow down, no. Can you feel it too? There ain't no stopping now. Feet off the ground, head to the sky. Yeah, wind by my side. You in my vision, directly we collide. You pull me in, I don't resist. Time seems to fly, but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix, and I wish that I just keep my eyes shut. Maybe this time will be enough. So I need the dark. Without you here, I wouldn't never see the stars. I'm headed for you. Put on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back. Statue. Your heart is a magnet, I'm coming at you. Girl, you're my target, I'm aiming at you. You're a comet, I'm trying to catch you. We can break any rule they ever taught you. Forget about anything they ever bought you. Cause me and you don't need a lot in this world to get by. Plus you know I got you, you pull me in. I don't resist, time seems to fly but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix. And I wish that I just keep my mind on being so I need the dark. Without you here, I wouldn't never see the stars. I'm headed for you. Put on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back.
They haven't set up their positions well, allowing cats. Oh my god! Good evening, everyone on the Asia server, and good afternoon, everyone on the EU server. And tonight, we're going to be following the summer season bronze series number 3 on the Asia server. And this is going to be the only server I'm going to be following for the bronze series. The reason being that there are so many decent teams on the Asia server this season. I don't know what happened. Suddenly we have more than 8. We have around 20 really decent teams, and all the groups are going to be really difficult, and you will be seeing a lot of exciting matches, and I think all the clients will benefit from these streams. So I think a lot of people don't know what's going on with the bronze format. So it's going to be a round robin series. Besides that, there are going to be at most 8 teams per group. If the number of teams is not divisible by 8, some groups will only have like 7 or even 6 teams. So tonight there are 3 groups of 6 teams and 1 group of 7 teams, and we are in the group with only 3 teams, or 6 teams I mean. So there will be 5 fixtures to follow. So tomorrow's stream is going to be a really short one, but I think I will keep on playing, and then I will kind of, you know, hop in and out to see what's going on. I'll try to play on the Asia server, don't worry. So if not, then really it's I'll try something else. But apart from that, hopefully you will know what's going on tonight. And besides that, hello to Strad. Hopefully we have more people joining soon for some really exciting stuff. First and second place will receive a Gold Series ticket, and then third to the fourth place will receive a Silver Series ticket. The games are spread across 2 days, and this is the Silver Gold format. You will be seeing that on the 10th, and I'll be following all the servers except the CIS servers, of course, Asia, EU, and also NA servers. Both of them have the same format. So the first day it's going to be an 8-team single elimination, and the teams that advanced to their semi-finals of their group will advance to the second day. Second day will be a 4-team double elimination, and each group can have as many as 8 teams. Some of them will, once again, as I said before, the bronze format, if the number of teams is not divisible by 8, then some teams will only have 7 teams in the group, or even 6 teams. So that means some teams will get a bye to the final stage, and because the seeding is random, so you don't know which team will be lucky enough to get into final stage. Where if you do so, you will get a lot of cups, as you can see below. If you got knocked out on the first day of the Gold Series, you only earned 5,329 cups, but if you qualify to the final stage, you will earn an extra 4,240 more cups, and that's a lot of cups, you know. I think that could be a problem potentially. Some teams would get really lucky, and some teams probably would lose out because of that. And as for small servers, this could be an issue, but we will find out soon. The games are spread across 2 days. This is the timeline. Just going to give my credits to Winterfox, also from the Asia server. I think he is now in NQE7, not in Feast anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And this schedule is too hectic. A lot of clans have complained about the schedule, and this caused Serenity to drop out of the summer season, and some of them went to Kraken Esports to help them out. And Rain, obviously, because they saw this kind of really hectic schedule, they didn't bother to play this tournament at all. I mean, if they could only barely be motivated to play spring season, then with this kind of schedule, it's definitely a no-go. The price proves the same. Thank you, Coolshot, for the donation. Thank you very much. I wish Nova all the best as well. This is the schedule. Because we don't have the 6th and the 7th game, tomorrow there will be only 1 fixture to stream, but tonight 4 fixtures to stream, so a lot of exciting moments to watch. Here is the roster for the RN team. We have Tommy as the captain of the team. We have Sagittarius, Drabado Mint Latte, TGLTN, Alpha, Urakuns, Ploy Kickshaw, AGJ, White Tiscon, and Tai-chan. Some of them were from Calm. I think Drabado Mint Latte is one of them, and I'm not sure about some of them actually, but still a lot of them are from the original RN team. So this is going to be a solid team, and RN last time round on the Clan Wars Asia Blitz Cup, they actually dropped out, but they are through to the group stage group stage second stage. So they are a really decent team, and they finished 4th in the spring season. Don't write them off just yet. Here is my top 8 guesses. We have Feast, GV, ECG, ID, E7R, HLV, and EA being our guesses. Alright, so I'm going to, just bear with me for a moment as I make this graphic for you to watch all the groupings. And also for me to kind of format some of them out. So just bear with me for a moment. Well, actually, no. Excuse me. Just excuse me for the terrible alignment of the text and clan logos. But here is the grouping. It's I mean, I spent kind of an hour to do that. So, but then I've got everything set up for future streams. So that means don't worry about that spending too much time in the next one. So let me find the directory. Not open. Let's save. Here we go. Alright, so let me just get this through. And I think the room should be up very soon. Okay. Alright. Let me just reload this. I'm just going to do this. The room should be up already. Where is it? Alright, so you're going to see some extremely interesting groups. Not this directory. Seems to have some problems getting the right directory. Here we are. Okay, here are the groups. Group 1, we have Attribution, 9V, BB, The, Evil D, and PGMT. This is a relatively, I mean, there are no teams here that I think would be kind of like, would be very safe in top 8. But we know that The hasn't got a gold ticket yet. 9V hasn't got a silver or gold ticket yet. This grouping, I think it's going to be a huge opportunity for these two teams to get a ticket at least. Particularly The great chance to get a gold ticket. I think they should be the best team in this group. 9V, I think they should be able to beat. They should be able to beat Attribution and also BB to get 4th place at least. Group 2, we have DTG, EA, Feast, Nova, RN, and WoW. This is the group we are following tonight. I think this is going to be a really tough group. I think this is going to be the group of death. You have Feast, EA, and RN being the top 8 contenders. And it's all about the 4th place, DTG, Nova, and Wild. But DTG is really strong, so I do think Nova and Wild has to have some kind of miracle in order to get into the 4th place. And Group 3 have ECG, GV, King, NQE7S, Salmon, and SQ. I think I probably know, but not really well. But Group 3 is going to be quite an obvious top 4. Salmon has to do really well, but I can't see Salmon and SQ getting in the 4th place. They will really need a really big miracle to get there. Group 4 we have Omega, E7, HLB, Mods, RI, TY, and UI. Once again, I think it's a really obvious top. Well, I can't really say about this one. Could be quite an obvious top 4, but I'm just a bit worried. TY beats BB last time 2-1. UI has to be careful. RI to some extent as well. If they lost to TY, they will not get a ticket, but I think they should be able to get a ticket. The room is up. I got an invite, so thank you, More Gaming, for assigning me to stream tonight on the Asia server. Really great games ahead. I think this is going to be really exciting to watch across all 3 servers: Asia, EU, and also NA. Asia server is going to be the most competitive server this season for all the wrong reasons. EU server, I think there is a really huge gap between, let's say, the 10th place to the 11th place now, in terms of the skill and teamwork and also the experience. NA server, I think the same. There are not a lot of really high-profile clans playing this season. Rain didn't bother to participate at all, and then you have Apex. The team went to Premel. Or the original Primal team, I think a lot of them didn't want to play this season as well. And if I might be wrong about this, and Jokers is back, definitely. I think they should be really good this season. And then you have Purple, Pincer. I think they're still here. Quite a lot of them went to Above, or the one that is known as the fake Apex clan. And then you have GG also here, and then you have lots of clans, you know, fighting for the top 8. But I think NA is going to be really exciting as well. In terms of the skill level, obviously the top clans on the Asia server would not be as good as the top clans on EU and NA, but because the teams are relatively closely matched with one another, I think it's going to be really tough to call whether it's going to be, you know, which clan is going to be in the top 8, because every clan participating tonight has a chance, even if it's very slight. They still have a. You can make an argument that they have a chance. They have a chance in the top 8, so it's going to be really, you know, competitive, and I really like to see that. When you compare Asia server to what it was 1 year ago. 1 year ago, we have a clan that was in the top 16, didn't participate in the last few qualifying tournaments, ended up in the top 16, didn't register a team in the next stage. This season, 2021 summer season, top 16 is difficult to get. It's not. They have to train. At least more than 21 clans. I think around 20 clans have been training for the summer season. They are very decent teams. And now we're going to be seeing RN Double T22 looking to get into A, and the third bronze series. The fight is on. AGJ is going into A, and DTG is going to get some tanks, with ARWV going to B. I think, let me double check. My voice is here. Doesn't seem the game is up. There's some problem with the game. Here we go. I just checked just in time. Let me double check. There we go. The screen is back. Sorry about that. C is going to be captured by DTG, and they also have 2 tanks going to B. AirBoost is trying to get into B, but getting reset. Oh, DTG, you don't want to do that. You don't want to get into B at the start. They have lost a tremendous amount of hit points trying to do that. At the same time, RN has the cap point advantage and the hit point pool advantage. DTG is just bleeding everywhere at the moment here. DTG hasn't been able to do something to, you know, to deduct the hit points of our and the Q-Star Universe going so aggressive. Alone though, where DTG, I don't know if that's a good idea. That was not a really great start at the moment here. At the same time, RN is not pushing onto Q-Star Universe for some odd reasons. And I think the golden time is over. I got the power from you. It's there to support Q-Star Universe, but RN seems they're trying to make a push onto Nick Case and Nicasio. We got some 7-star fan right here. Nicasio is going to be really low now. DTG, they're down by more than 2,000 hit points. Hit boost is now dead. RN is trying to push into the middle as well, and RN is trying to look to kill off Nicasio, and HJ is going to be really low, and it's going to be 6 versus 5. Hit points still with RN at the moment. Air is now really low. The double ice has to push onto RN's forces. RN is looking really strong at the moment, but at the same time, DTG, they have 2 caps, but it's not really over yet. RN, they have to kill off the isolated tanks as soon as possible. It's now 6 versus 4. This looks really strong at the moment for RN. Tommy's now a little bit low. But Q-Star Universe is going to be the focus for RN. It's going to go down to Murakuds with Tommy and White is gone dead. This is a really great start for RN at the moment here. I got the power from you. It's going to be the focus for RN, and this doesn't seem to be a really difficult match for RN so far. DTG didn't really start well. First, trying to get into B at the very start. RN positioned themselves really well to reset that. Would not have done that. The really great, the good clans would not do that at the start to get B. I think in that situation, if you don't have the hit point cap lead, you would rather, you know, find out where RN's forces are. Get into position, actually. You might able to get something out of it. To you know, chip away hit points of the other team of RN if they are careless. Sometimes RN can be careless. So, I hope DG would do something better this time. Not a great start for DG. And, RN just simply, you know, waited for a long time. Figured out what the problem of DTG's formation is, and they really focused the isolated tanks of DTG really well. And that means RN will be starting with 5 tanks doing more than 2,000 damage, and DTG 3 tanks doing more than 2,000 damage, and they have to reconsider this kind of strategy. I mean, Winter Minorca is renowned to be the... Now we got 20 concurrent viewers. Thank you very much. We got people already voting. I got pinged on another server. You guys say RN is going to win. More than 60% of you saying that. Are you going to jinx RN? We're going to find out really soon. DDG, as I said before, don't go, as I said to a lot of the teams, never ever go to B at the start. It doesn't go well. Usually it doesn't go well. You might have the cap lead, but you're going to lose a ton of HP. And if you do if you do calculation, and if you kind of, you know, watch my streams, if you follow my streams, always, you know, that it seldom ends well. It seldom ends well for teams that get B at the start on Winter Minorca, so hopefully we don't see any more of that in the future. And I think this is going to be a good learning experience for DTG. At the moment here, RN's going with Tommy and Drabado. Double T135 arrived. Vickers Light, Sagittarius is in the mouse. White is in the Crown, Mirakuns and Tai-chan in T2294 respectively. DTG is going to be in Q-Star Universe and PP Lang. Double T135 Airbus in the IS4 alongside someone else, I believe. I'm going to find out soon. Here we go. And then, yeah, we put Capral. Crown Vargan will be played by Nick Case. fake net case, and we have Mouse by Pitbulls, PP Land in the T175, Matt Dot, Vegas Light, hopefully. We want to see that DTG team in Carmel's Asia Cup, Blitz Cup, against GB in the first 3 games. That was a much better DTG team. This was the DTG team we saw against E7, not really got outplayed in strategy and so on. Yay, says Swanch and Strelate, yes. I noticed it quickly enough, so it was within the delay. Yes, but DTG this time, I know that they're not going to go B at the very start, but Mad Dot, oh, hello Sponge, how you doing? It's looking to get into, get some spots on to C. Arrive is insane, but Mad Dot will be there to put a shot into Arrive, if it's going to be the case, and Arrive will be like, oh, F off. And Mato's gonna put another great shot. This is a much better start for DTG, I must say. They have a lot more hit points here, but he has to run really quickly though. And he's really, oh, he can't drive. He can't drive. Where is his driving license though? But can he survive? The T175 will be looking. He is launching the shots left, right, and center. Well done to Matt Dot in the air, despite crashing into a rock at the start. Only took 1 hit. At the same time, DTG lost some hit points with Pitbulls and the case. So for now, it's going to be hit points still with DTG, the cap points also with DTG. They got A as well, and at the same time, DTG is looking to make a big push onto Whitest God and Sagittarius. They have to make it quickly though, because now that Murakuns and Arrive is going to come and support Whitest God and Sagittarius. If they are not able to put shots into Whitest God and something like that, oh, I think this can be a really great idea for DTG. Now they're going to put make a push in the middle. Our end might get pinched in this situation, but they might be able to put to punch a hole into Killstar Universe and PP Lang, and I think Proud needs to come in, form a good line with them. T175, Killstar Universe now getting the focus. At the same time, DTG is not doing really well in the middle. This can still be RN's game. They are unable to kill off tanks here. DTG needs to get a focus fire right here. At the moment, hit points, RN's sharing it really nicely. Whitest God is going to be the focus. It's gone, but Proud kills off Whitest God. At the same time, in the middle, DTG is a little bit disorganized at the moment. PP Land's going to be the next tank down for DTG, but hit points still in huge favor of DTG at the moment. Airbus is still really healthy, but Murakun's going to go down really quickly here. Nekkei's coming in, support DTG. This can be big. This is a really big brawl right here. Nekkei's great kill onto Murakun's. Arrive is going to go down to Mad Dot, but it's not going to be the case. Mad Dot is killed by Arrive. You're going to be seeing Trabado now on 1 shot, but it's now 4 versus 3. Pitbulls is now a 1 shot. There's so many 1 shots for RN at the moment here, but Nekkei needs to put a shot into Sagittarius, but it's a bounce. Airborne's going to kill off Sagittarius, and it's now 3 versus 2. The hit point's still with DTG, but RN has done a really great job in pulling it back. Airborne's going to get some attention over to but Nekkei wants to get another bounce over to Arrive. Actually, Airborne's going to put a shot into Tai-chan. Oh, a high roll it is. Arrive's going to come in to put a shot into Airborne's. Great shot right here. The hit points are still with DTG, but the cap points are with RN, but RN with also with that Victor's light right here, still really low, but I think DTG is getting a little bit nervous here. 1 versus 2, it doesn't look good for DTG at the moment here. Tommy's going to go into Airborne's. Great shot into Tommy, but in terms of DPM, I think RN will have the lead here. Airborne might want to put a nice shot into Tommy, but it's a bounce once again. DTG simply with a lots of bounce here. Arrive's going to put a shell into Airborne. It's going to be the case, but I think Airborne's going to kill off. Oh no, it's not going to be the case. Just in time. Arrive got behind of Tommy, and it's going to be another win for RN. It was a really close game in the end. DTG made the right moves, bounced too many shots. However, it could have been DTG came easily if they have penetrated more shells and focused the tanks better. I hope they can improve on that. Really great calls. I think in general, great calls for DTG. Great call to try to shut down White is gone before RN's able to regroup. Made a good call to push from the middle when RN is responding to that push from DTG from their spawn. Just the focus fire and the shot effectiveness just not quite up there. I think you can see them being quite nervous as well. So yeah, it's really the case. Hello X, how are you doing? Hello Dad, how are you doing? Yes, it's Middle. God. Oh my goodness me, but RN 5 times 0 and 2000 damage, and RN has to be really careful for the next one. DTG, good luck to the next one, to your next fixture. I think you have the potential. You just have to. I think you make really good calls. You're really good and make good reactions. Just, I think you should kind of further develop your reactionary moves and tactics. You are really good at that. And also focus fire, please. You're in Thai. I mean, you're in the Thai. I mean, you have this. You have a common language. DDG is a Thai clan, so make use of that. So hopefully you can see DDG coming through. The next one, and now RN getting home the first point. The delay of the stream is 5 minutes. So at the moment here, RN leading DTG 2-0. Well, that's actually, reload. And let's actually get into the... Alright, thank you Wargaming for, putting the stream here. I'm just going to, do that and that. Here we are. Okay, we got some resubs in already. Okay, as we can see, E4D 2-0 against BB, Der 2-0 against Attribution, PGMT and IB still playing, so great start for both E4D and Der. I mean, BB and Attribution, I mean, they definitely will struggle, I believe. I definitely think that the top 4 will be PGMT, 9V, E4D and Der. Guys saying Matt.run. EA 2-0 against Nova. RN 2-0 against DTG, and Feast 2-0 against Wild. So the next game we're going to be following will be RN versus Feast. Ooh, got more people watching. That's really great. And to see, the next we have Group 3, ECG beating 2-0, obviously. GB beating Salmon 2-0, and QE7. Great start, 2-0 against Kane. And finally, we have Group 4. Group 4, we have E7 2-0 against Omega. HLV 2-0 against UI and RI. That's an important result right here. 2-0 against TY. And hopefully, if they don't lose against UI suddenly, and UI, if they can beat TY, I do think top 4 is pretty much decided for this one. So this is a much better grouping than the first two. First two have like top 4 of the top 8 teams in my power rating to be in the same group. This time we have 3, which is better than nothing. I mean, only one group with 3 teams being in the top of my power rating. So that's really good. Good draw. Really good draw. Is it 2? Is it 3? I think 2. Yeah. This one, not really. And QE7. Yeah, I would say maybe 3, but maybe not. Can't recall. Yeah, I'll consider that too. 2-2. I mean 3-2. There is one more client that I can't recall. I think, I mean, all the clients that are in top 8 definitely joined this, participated this bronze series. I just can't recall which one. I was forgetting. Yeah, I normally use 5 minutes. BPs I use 3 minutes because I can do that. This one I can't because the first game will happen in the first countdown is 5 minutes. So I usually go into the room early. I can't be bothered to check the time. So 5 minutes as always for Wargaming official streams, and they also recommend us to use 5 minutes anyway. So we also have. Yeah, clutch it up, kind of clutch it up. Do I really? Oh, ID! Oh, where's ID? Oh, did ID not participate? Oh, ID did not participate. Oh, yes. So that's why it's a little bit strange. Where is ID? I didn't notice ID wasn't participating in this one, so I think they got 2 go tickets already. Maybe they are not free tonight. But that's fine. We still have lots of really good teams. Let's see. Maybe. So again, I'm just thank you 43 viewers, thank you very much. Hello PG, how are you doing? A lot of people watching, and I really like to see that. You won't be disappointed with what's going to happen tonight. It's the group of death we are in tonight. Once again, the teams that are in group 2. Actually, you know what? I'm going back to this one. And let me lower the blinds for, before I continue. Alright, so here we go. Group 1 we have Attribution 9v 30 for the PGMT. I believe the top 4 will be 9v 30 for the PGMT. Attribution and BB, if they play really well, if they are really good today, I think they have a chance to beat some of the clients here, but only if they have a really good day. Group 2 we have DTG, EAPs, Nova, RN, and Wild, all 6 of them. I do think EAPs and RN would definitely be in the top 4, but DG, Nova, and Wild definitely would be fighting for the 4th place, and DG could even go further than that. They try their best against RN. They still have a way to go, so I don't think that DTG would. You know, I mean, they have to do even better than what we saw. So, group 3. We have ECG, GV King, NQE7, Salmon, and SQ. I heard that ECG and EA are both Chinese, are both from Team Wombat in the Chinese server, according to my sources. EA being the kind of the Wombats Team 1, and ECG Wombats Team 2. I don't know if that's right, but this is what I get. I thought ECG they have people. I mean they are Chinese, but I thought it was Chinese who are living abroad. But I don't think that's the case. So we have next we have GV. I think let me just. There we go. Group 3, I do think ECG. GB, King, and NQE7 definitely top 4. Salmon and SQ they have to do really well to break into the top 4, which I think is a little bit unlikely. Group 4 we have Omega, E7, XW, Mods, RI, TY, and UI. I think the top 4 is relatively obvious, and with RI beating TY, I do think RI is definitely in the top 4. UI, the next one is going to be Imported. They are going to be up against TY. I think Tim F, one of the YouTubers, is playing for UI, so good luck to you. And definitely, TY is not a terrible team. They definitely can be a really good team. And they beat BB once again. I mean, I have to emphasize that they beat BB 2-1. So UI cannot underestimate TY by any means. But UI also did something really good. So they barely lost to E7 1-2. So what could happen here? I don't know. So it's going to be interesting. I got some. No, I'm not. This stream is not going to be copyright stricken. Stricken. It's a word, I think. Here we are. Starlight is saying, yeah, ID is missing, but they have 2 gold tickets, if I remember correctly, so they don't have to worry too much. Yeah, it's the 2, but they don't really. I mean, if they are in the gold series, then final stage, it doesn't even matter if they participate in the bronze or not. And I believe ID will be like really. I think they should be there. They should easily go into that stage. Ender, hello. I noticed you. Engineer Gaming say nice, and Deepak of Tank. I noticed you as well. I'm just going to double check. I have written it somewhere on the server. E7 originally teased me that they are going to drop out of this season. Apparently they're playing tonight, so they're just joking with me, obviously. Do you know, want to lose some hope for the Asia server? Definitely, they don't want me to put a lot of hopes on the Asia server, you know. I have written somewhere. Where is it? Can't find it. Must have written it a long time ago. Here we go. Yes, clans that got gold tickets, I got 2 of them, so they just need 1 more. They can absolutely, if they have time, they can play some bronze tournaments. But you know, the schedule is so hectic. You have to play every single day, with the exception of the 7th and the 14th of July, unless you have no life, like me. And you probably don't want to do that. And here we go, we have Rockfield. RN is going with M60 by Tommy and Barracoons. Alpha and Tai-Chan double eyes will arrive in the Victor's Light. Sagittarius in the Krabog and the White is going to be in the T125. At the same time, I don't think ID forgot to join, isn't it? Oh, maybe they did. I think they tried to register a team. Oh. I feel sorry for them. Feast is going to be getting Bond in the Crown Bargain, Bifrost in the T125, Silver in the Victor's Light, Double Eye Sword by Hidden, and Necromancer. Wrist, I don't know you, in the VK 19.01p, and Z Park in the Crown Bargain. Wrist Barcode. This is a new name I never heard of, but I never know. You never know. Or maybe it's Mum Milkers who changed his name. Wrist barcode is not part of them, but it sounds like, you know, you have to wear this when you come back from abroad, you know, for the track and trace. for some regions, you know, the regions I'm saying, you know. But we are on the Rockfield, and it's going to be RN versus Feast. This is going to be a battle for top 2 for the gold tickets. I mean both teams have 2 gold tickets already. If they can get another gold ticket for this one, they will have 3 of them, and that means they can participate in all gold series tournament. That can be big. We are seeing ARWV going into C, and it's going to be interesting here. And ARWV is going to get into C very quickly at the start, not going to use the biggest light for capture for sporting. And this is instead what Silver is doing here. He's going to get some spots. It doesn't matter if he's not going to get the cap points, because it's more about getting the information up. Necromancer is trying to get B, but I think Aaron's not in position to reset B. So Necromancer, I don't think he can get B at the moment. Feast will be looking to, you know, reset that. Oh, Alpha taking a lot of hits already. Down to 801 hit points, and ARWV is also in some sort of trouble. Alpha is now one shot, and I think Hidden Surprise, and Alpha great shot into Hidden. I think, oh, arrived. Sneakily going from behind. I think Feast might be in some sort of trouble. I think Alpha is now dead. They have to shut down Tank, but they bounce so many shots here. Z-Park and Bond is going to run away. I mean, they have to. RN is really looking to kill off those Crab Vargas, but hit was still with Feast at the moment. White is gone. It's really low, but it's really, really far back. RN still with 5 tanks, really healthy. They have to make use of that. And Feast, they're going to lose the Crown Vargas really quickly. The M60 is going to rush onto Bond, and it's now the bounce. RN bouncing too many shots. This is more like the RN we saw back in winter season. Not good indeed. And finally a kill onto Bond, but I think Sagittarius didn't wait until his second shell is reloaded. White is gone is now dead. ARWV is now quite low. Z-Park is now dead. At the same time, it's now 5 versus 5. Miracles takes a hit by Hidden Surprise, but now Beast is looking to shut down Sagittarius. Sagittarius is now on drone reload. And he survived for long enough, but already absolutely Taishan's coming in support. But is he quick enough to support RN? At the same time, Chai-Chan is running around. Sagittarius is also running around. He's trying to stay alive as long as he could. A great shot to Necromancer, but he has to stay alive. Has to go back. Tai-Chan's coming in. He's going to put a great shell to Necromancer. Sagittarius is going to put a shell into Wrist Barcode. Wrist Barcode bounces onto Tai-Chan. That's going to be really, really important. Tai-Chan's going to put a great shot. It's a bounce once again. Tommy and ARWV now both dead under the hands of Hidden Surprise. And F Silver is now 3 versus 4. Hidden Surprise is going to go down. And it's going to be the case. Thank you for subscribing, Aaron. And we're seeing 1 versus 2. Wrist Barcode can survive for long enough. He can put a killing shot onto Sagittarius, but it's Hidden Surprise doing that job instead. Wrist Barcode can focus onto Tai-Chan, and that leaves Tai-Chan the last person standing. And I believe this game, RN bounced so many shots. It's not RN we saw in spring season, where they are a lot more effective with their shots. And definitely, Feast shutting down Tommy at the start, I believe. Oh no, Alpha at the start. That helped them a lot, and our end was quite spread out in the end. Though I would not give away anything in this stream, so sadly sorry about that. RN with 2 tanks doing more than 3,000 damage. Feast 4 tanks doing more than 2,000 damage. And that's just a great start for Feast. Not that much of a good start for RN. And we are now on the second match of Rockfield. Okay, we are seeing our Feast going with double Crown Bargain by James and Z-Park. Double Team with 25 by Bifrost and Necromancer. Silver the figures like Hidden Surprise in the Ice Fall and Wrist Sparkle maybe in the VK, or maybe he's going to change up. But at the moment, Feast looks really dominant in the last game, and despite RN having RN didn't really position themselves to reset B. They have to figure it out. Actually, I think they can watch EU streams. I think some of them showed exactly how to position yourselves to reset B. At the same time, you have to be careful with your initial strats though, because a lot of times it can result in a lot of it can result in the stifling of creativity of certain players. RN, I don't think they are they like that in particular. We are seeing RN double T135. Is it blank once again? What was going on? Oh, if it's blank, then yeah, didn't notice that now. Sorry about that. Well. Okay, so I think I got it wrong for Feast. Ooh, now I know why. This is better then. Yay! I can't get into game back. Come on, come on. There we go. We're back into the game. There you go. Because this black screen involved my seeds, then you're not going to see the lineup. And now you're going to be seeing the see what's going on. We are seeing RN, red team on the south spawn, Feast, blue team on the north spawn. Feast going with a nice full double crown, triple T125, and figures like they are not going to get some M6 just yet. And we're seeing at the same time RN arrive, receive a shot by Silver. That Vickers Light and double T125, a single M60, a crown, double IS4. F7 is running away from this, and it's going to be equal training at the start, but Feast once again with more hit points. Great shot into Necromancer, and Risparkle is going to get in to see Tommy receive a shot, and he has dropped the speed boost. He's going to run away. Thank you for subscribing, Juan. Hello Esther, thank you for treating us as cool. And Simon, hello there. C is going to be captured by Feast once again. Feast with a hit point pool, cap point advantage, and oh, they're dropping a lot of hit points at the moment. Ara definitely took much better positions to chip away hit points of Feast. And Murakun's asking for help. Feast trying their best to reset A. The tire chain is now unsported. And he will be getting A! That was a really close edgy shell right here. Almost splashed onto tire chain. Almost got a reset right here. But it's still going to be RN within a kill away from flipping the cap points back to their favor. But Tommy is really isolated. I think he needs some help from our end here. But at the same time, Feast is putting attention onto what is going on Murakun, so that means, oh dear, Tommy might be in deep trouble at the moment here. At the same time, oh, I don't know about that. What do you mean by arrivederci? I can't arrive at the moment here. Tommy is going to be holding, but really RN is banking on Feast for being very hesitant, and they are really hesitant at the moment. RN, if they can hold their ground, if Tommy is able to hold there long enough, actually I think RN could win this one. But they absolutely have to kill a tank or Feast. Though Feast has the cap points, so they don't have to do absolutely anything. But they have to also be careful about B, but they have the Crown Vargans there to do that. So it's going to be really hard for Aaron. Aaron needs to be the one that needs to make a move. Tommy is still right here. If he's not rushing Tommy, I think it could be a missed opportunity, but at the same time, they don't have to do that. But where could you potentially rush in this situation? I'm going to say, got the right scoreline. We only have 4 minutes left to go. Feast with 635 cap points. RN is tagging up wrist barcode. Could be a really good idea here. But Tommy's still isolated and he's really low as well. And the hit points is now back to Feast favor. Both teams trying to chip away the hit points. And now we're going to be seeing... Oh... Murakun's tire chain white skull looking for wrist barcode. Wrist barcode is now... Spotted. Great shot. Oh, one bounce here, another bounce. RN once again with those bounces can be critical. And we're seeing Taichen also Miracles. Maybe they need a track shot here. White, great track shot right here. And it's going to be Risbarko dropping the reactive armor. Feast needs to make a response at the same time. Risbarko is now dead. And RM, that kill, that's going to be important. They have the cap points now, but RM at the same time, the thickest line and the Sagittarius is so far behind. Miracles is now dead. I don't know if there was a double rack right here, but that Necromancer is also really low. Feast is now going to make a counter push onto Taichen, and White is gone. And RM simply, they're so spread out at the moment. I feel really worried about RM at the moment here. Tommy's now going to go down. And Ara is looking for James Bond. And Tommy, can he survive? I don't think so. They're going to look for Silver instead. And that would be a good idea, good call. With Tommy now dead, the cap points still with Feast at the moment here. It's now 5 versus 6. Taichen is now tracked, but I think he's looking for Necromancer. Hidden Surprise now dead. That means Ara will get B. That could be important. They could get 2 caps. They can kill off Necromancer. Feast will be in deep trouble. They are now down hit points. Necromancer is now really low. Taichen is going to finish him off. Alphas needs to stay alive. Necromancer is now dead. Ara 950 cap points. It's going to be really close. And Arrive is going to arrive and shut down Silver. That's going to be important. But White is gone is now dead. And it's now going to be 925. Ara will get back the cap points, and they lost Alpha and left Silver as well. But with 2 caps, definitely, Ara has overtaken Feast in terms of cap points and trying to get C as well. But Sagittarius needs to stay alive. And it's 3 versus 3. This is still really close to call, but it's going to be RN getting this game, making it to be 1-1 now. Oh my goodness me, what a move it was by RN. Great decisive play. To support Tommy to shut down a tank. Necromancer did 0 damage. And Feast definitely made the right response to try to shut down tanks of Aaron, try and push. Did a really make use of Aaron being very spread out. Someone went into B. It was an isolated tank. Unfortunately, I would have rather kill the tanks near the spawn first and send the tank out to B next. And now it's now going to be really exciting. 1-1 Normandy. We are now going to be seeing how the Pranyao doing. And obviously, game is on both teams. RN versus Feast. RN, that last game was good, but still they have a lot of room for improvement. Feast, I think they just have to defend a little bit better, and they got a little bit panicky in the end. They had the right concepts. They had the right reactions. But maybe if they could kind of expand on their ideas, kind of commit more to what they want to do, they could have stopped Aaron from winning that. I would say. Oh, there's another player called Arrive in E4D. I didn't know that. So there's Arrive 1, Arrive number 1, Arrive number 2. If we are going to be seeing Aaron versus E4D next, I think E4D is in. I don't think E4D is in our group though. So that means now this is going to be a very important match right here. RN versus Feast. On Normandy, it is. RN going with double eyes for an I7. Interesting choice. Good for how down. Good mobility. But the gun is really bad. I'm going to put it this way, and I mean, we are now hearing jokes about why do people buy i7. It is that bad, according to some people. So I think it's really that bad. I would say E100. I don't get E100. I think it's worse than i7 in some way. And then we have double M60Os, double T125. Last match, double M60O. I think it was double M60O. Worked really well. Or at least double clippers. We are seeing Feast going with an IS4 double T crown, triple T125 and T22. So we're going to be seeing F Silver is going to get some spots here, or maybe not. Do note that RN hasn't put any any medium tank alike. We're seeing Feast, Hidden Surprise, Z-Pop, both spotted. Oh, they have to be really careful not to drop unnecessary hit points here. They have good positions. Aaron playing this one really defensively. A is going to be captured by F Silver. Taishan receives a hit. So that means it's going to be equal training at the moment. But Feast, they're going to get A as well. So that means the Kappa is going to... Oh, actually no, because they can't get C. Sagittarius is there to reset C, so Kappa's is with R at the moment. And Sagittarius, it's overextending. At the moment with Feast, they don't have a lot of tanks near C, so it doesn't really matter about this overextension. But Risparkle's trying to get C. Sagittarius just needs to get a shot into Risparkle, and actually Shell will do. I don't know what Sagittarius is trying to do. He's allowing Risparkle to get C. What is his idea here? Maybe he's just a little bit scared that he will get absolutely mullered when he gets a bit too much forward. But on the other hand, Alpha's looking to get A, or maybe not. A is so important. This cap is so important. If you can get A, then you will be leading in cap wins by quite a bit. And that means RN needs to make a respawn, and it seems they're looking to make a push on to C, and these aren't really defending C really well. But at the same time, Tommy takes a lot of hits trying to get into the position. He's now quite low. Down to 1,149 hit points here. Risparkle is going to be a focus for RN, but it doesn't seem that Sagittarius and Arrive is going to commit their forces there. Tommy's now the unfortunate isolated tank. He is going to go down very quickly. And we're seeing RN still holding on. And Tommy is now a one-shot. And it's going to be killed by Bifrost, and Risparkle is a bit low. We're seeing Taishan in the crater, and RN is looking to put shots into Clutch and Risparkle. Murakuns is going to put shots into Bifrost. Is a little bit chaotic of what is happening here. Murakuns and Arrive is going to work together to shut down Bifrost, but the hit points still with Feast. They are leading by more than 1,000 hit points. They are leading by cap points as well. And if Bifrost drop the reactive armor, that can be really crucial. But Arrive and now the bounces, so RN just so many bounces tonight. Don't know what's going on. White is gone, is now taking a really big chunk of damage here. And Murakuns set another bounce. Oh dear, Alpha is gone, White is gone, Bifrost is now dead, and they've taken quite a lot of forces to do that. Tai-Chan is a little bit low. Clutch is going to stay safe here. Tai-Chan is not going to survive for long. He's taken out by Hidden Surprise, and it's now going to be Feast leading by more than 2,000 hit points. And it's 3 versus 5, so it's really unlikely that Iron's going to win this one. Feast is really strong tonight. And Bond puts a great shot into Murakun's. Clutch is now dead. And the focus is on Murakun's right now, and it's going to be a great shot into James. And it's going to be another shot into James. Track shot right here, but it's killed. But Hidden Surprise from Sagittarius now going to be the focus for Feast, with Arrived now going to be really low. And Silver kills off Arrive with James killed by Sagittarius, but it's 1 versus 3 against 3 really healthy tanks. I don't think Sagittarius is going to do that. And this game goes to Feast, making it to 2-1 for Feast. RN didn't really do well in the first game. At the last game, took so long to kill off Bifrost, and I think that was part of the plan for Feast. And Feast definitely did a lot better near A and B. That is pretty much the difference we saw. And we're seeing now RN 3 tanks doing more than 2k. Feast only 5 tanks doing more than 2k, but they won the game in the end. And we are on to the next one. I think in no time. I mean in around 7 minutes actually. So actually, you know, let's go into the lounge and see what's going on next. Here we are. Oh, yes, third IV coming through serving tonight. But Archer did really well though. Won a match against 9V, but at the very least, BB lost. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say that, but BB lost to Der 0-2. Not a great start for BB by any means. E4D lost to PGMT 1-2. Oh, that's not good news for E4D. They have silver tickets though. I think they have a gold ticket as well. But this is really not a good night for E4D. At the same time, Group 2, we're seeing DTG! Oh my goodness me! Yes! Oh, I feel so happy about you. Definitely learned from what I said in the last against RN. They beat EA 2-1. Yes. Oh my god, I feel so happy about you. But I do love EA as well. I mean, they did really well in second bronze series. But this is such an important result for them. I can't feel. I feel very happy for them. And Wild won Nova 2-0, and Nova, I have to say, really, I think they aren't going to get any tickets tonight. Aren't going to be getting any tickets for silver and gold. They will be at home watching our streams. For the next one, I feel sorry for them, but Wild should be a manageable climb for them. Rip Q-Star phone. What happened to your phone? Did you just got too excited and just threw your phone out of the window, something like that? Or did you break your phone? Maybe you could fix that very soon. And now on to Dynasty's Pearl. And next we have. Oh, it was Call a Bug. Oh, okay. That was a Call a Bug, but he still won for some reason. So for some odd reason, that was really great job to DTG. And then we have GV winning SQ 2-0. Okay, great match there. Almost beat ECG, and that is what we'd say. Asia server is really close. The clans are really closely matched. And QE7 beating Salmon, that's to be expected. And we've seen Group 4. E7 2-0 against Monstercat, 2-0 against Omega. UI, great result here. Important result, 2-0 against TY. And you can see of all the clans with the clan logos, they're able to beat clans without clan logos. Apart from BB. So you can see really the clans with clan logos, the skill gap once again. And apart from Salmon as well, not to kind of throw shade into Salmon, but they still have a long way to go. But I think they can reach that target if they can commit. And they're trying a lot. Anything could happen if XSOP can do it. Why not Salmon? Yeah. So here we go. Let's go to Dynasty's Pearl. It is going to be Nova versus RN. Good luck to Nova here, and Nova is on the left side and RN is on the right side. Dynasty's Pearl is such a heavy oriented map, so expect a lot of houses, and RN's going to take 3 of them exactly. 3 IS4s as well. And a T22 but arrive. He's in the T22 all the time. RN has to make sure they can penetrate their shots. The last two fixtures. They are back to what they were in autumn and winter. So many shots bounced. Spring, they were very great. Very brilliant. Exceptional with their shot effectiveness, a lot of shots went in, and Nova has yet to find a foothold in this season. I feel really bad for them, but they are not a bad team at all. They have some really good players. You have Perfectionist, Killshock. Don't know about Bo Jiden. I mean, it's kind of a response to Kang, like Dalai Lama and Belong Yusk. But they're going to take triple crown bargains by Lax, Infernus, and Cubeshot, Professionals in the Mouse, double T125 by American and My Lord, and Bro Jiden. And Vickers Light. I don't want to see total drum. Yeah, yuck. Well, we're going to be well. It's going to be Nova on the south side and RN on the north side. And sorry to my celebration. I just like to celebrate underdog teams. Like to support underdog teams. DTG against all odds beating EA. Who would have thought about that? EA was so strong in the first two Bronze series, and they have the caller who can't even call. Well, that was an achievement to be honest with you. Maybe if he calls again, then oh dear, disaster's going to happen. Nova is going to put their tanks on to C, potentially RN. Blue team, no spawn, going to A. And Nova. American snipers saying affirmative. Joe, or is it Bo Jiden, going into B. Going to capture B, spotting up nothing. Oh, will RN be able to reset? This is kind of a really old strat, but Arrive is there to reset. Bo Jiden, reseason Narsha by Sagittarius. You can't do that. RN is a really experienced clan. In this strats, it's probably a little bit out of phase. I mean, outdated, not out of phase. That was a wrong phrase. It's a bit outdated now. So, C is going to be captured by Nova. And that means RN's going to have a cap lead, and also the hit point pool lead is all on Nova to make a rotation. I'm a bit worried about this the tag choice they are taking here. They only have one mouse. They have to trade a lot better than RN now. They also have a Vegas Light, but on the map, like Dynasty's Pearl, where it's really not a lot of areas that you can run around, and it's really flat. I do feel that Vegas Light could be a little bit useless, but you would never know. Aaron also took a T22, so... But T22 has a lot of armor, so you can't really compare between these two tanks, but... And A... And RN just going to defend, and defend B as well. Nova, don't think that it's a good choice to go into B. I hope Nova's not going to do that. I think they are better than that. At least they have players that are experienced enough to say they should not go to B. Basically, you just have so many tanks. RN, just see. You can just see where the mouses are positioned, where Tai Chan is positioned. They are absolutely looking to shut you down if you go to B. Nova, they have to find where to rotate. If I went over, actually, I will rotate back to their spawn. This is probably what they're going to be doing. They could try and rotate from the enemy spawn as well, but I don't know. They don't have any information about that. That Vegas Light can't do much to spot. So I think RN is just defending. Cap points is going to take 600 points very soon. And Nova is just simply defending. But RN is just not going to allow Nova to push shots into RN. I mean, they aren't able to spot. They spot up Alpha, but they aren't spawning a lot of tanks. Vegas Light might want to go into middle. Maybe we'll get some spots here. Cap would say nice upset. I love it. Yes, I love when we see upsets here. Ooh, Infernus doing shots here. B is hotly contested. Don't think Nova wants to go for that. It's all about that rotation. Professionals, Lax. Nova needs to make a call very soon. Bo Jiden gets a spot onto Drabado. Great HE splash onto that Drabado. gradually chipping away hit points of RN. This is what I like to say. Every shot helps. Every bit of tiny bit of damage will help in your course, in your rotation. And at the same time, Nova, they have to make a move. It's going to be into 800 points. You still have Killshock and My Lord RNG still in a position that is not going to be a rotational position. My Lord RNG realizes that is more than 800 cap points, but it's actually RN that makes a move first. Really weird that RN makes that move first, but I think Nova, is it going to be a free real estate for them, or they're going to go into B, or just going to put all of their tanks here, but RN looking to go into C as well, so they're looking to is that GB? No, they just got, don't know why I'm going to say like 6 tanks, they're just pinching themselves right here. They get B really quickly, but RN is gonna get C, so I don't know what Nova is trying to do in this situation. American Sniper is going to go down. Alpha is going to ram into American Sniper. It's going to be the case. Bo Giant is going to go down really quickly near A. It's going to be a T22 against the biggest light can't draw, especially when you're running a really healthy T22. And Bo Giant, Milo RNG is now both dead. This game goes to RN, obviously. Nova, very questionable move, bordering to a senseless move. I don't see any sense in getting like putting 6 tanks into B, just asking RN to get C and pinch your guys off B, and this is exactly what RN did. You're either push aside with those 6 tanks. You can get B, yes, you can absolutely get B. But I think in that situation, Nova would either want to defend their base. RN absolutely didn't have to make that move, or just push through B, rush tanks that got left behind on RN. That would have been the move I would have done for Nova. And RN just simply I think caught Nova off guard as well. They panicked as well. So. Credits to RN as well. They made moves. Oh, thank you. Alright, here we go. Okay, Nova versus RN. Nova, they're going to get double mouse, triple crown, and double T125. RN double mouse, double T125, and triple IS4. Privyet, Artem, and salute to Capone Explosive. Hello there. Hello, File Clock, how are you doing? Huang saying lol. DTG can be top 8. Yes, I think they can actually. They know how to rotate. That's already a very big plus for a huge, colossal plus for DTG. I don't know what. I'm not Wild One's helper. I'm Wild One's helper. Q-Shock, why are you miscalling my name? We are seeing RN, blue team, south spawn, Nova, red team, north spawn. They're going into different caps this time. RN once again going into A, and Nova once again going into C. They're dropping the figures light. I think it's a good call. It's a good shout. I think it's quite useless on Dynasty's Pro because it's relatively flat and not a lot of areas you can run around, and it's also really close. Not if it's a close about, you don't want to put spotting tanks because you can't the buildings are there, so as to block your view. C is getting captured, so that's brilliant. By Nova, once again 1 kill away, but also it's all about B once again. So Nova, they have to do something different. they have to, you know, realize where to rotate. They can't once again go into B because Aaron will be there to reset. So if I were Nova, rotate from their spawn. They spotted a Sagittarius near Aaron's spawn, so absolutely that's good intel for Nova to rotate from the other side. But they can do it later if they are able to get spots to shut down RN's tanks, to you know, chip away hit points of RN, and absolutely can stay where you are. If I were Nova, if I know that Sagittarius there, go back, rotate from the other side. Maybe put Bow Giant and maybe maybe Professionist near B, so that when that rotation happens from the spawn, the double mouse can go into B, capture it under the noses of RN. Oh, Lex Villain is an account buyer. Ooh. Someone spilling tea. Ooh. Well, I mean, I'm in the UK, so the ping is more than 200. That's just normal. Don't blame Wargaming about that. Nothing that Wargaming can do to fix that. And at this moment here, RN does not have the hit point pool advantage. They lost some hit points with Arrive, so great spotting by Nova. I think they will look to make a rotation maybe around 600, 700. They'll still stay where they are, but they have to get unsported first and then rotate. At the same time, RN has to be careful. White is gone, might have to be really careful. I do see a push coming from Nova spawn. It's Nova that needs to be pushed because they don't have a hit point advantage. No, they have the hit point. They don't have the cap point advantage. They had the hit point advantage. I don't know why I always mix these two terms up. So I do blame my brain for this. American gets spotted. Ooh, RN might spot their rotation, but he's stopped. He stopped rotation. That's what you want to do if you get spotted on the rotation and you're in a safe position. Try to stop. Try to coy instead of trying to make it a try to be a decoy, and maybe you can do something. RN actually, Sagittarius has gone a little bit forwards, and it seems RN doesn't seem to fortify. So Nova might be overthinking here. They have to make a push though, because if they don't, Sagittarius might be far enough. I mean, near enough to get spots onto that rotation. This is what Nova is doing. I like the idea, but maybe the mouses have rotated a little bit too, got into it and be a little bit too early. Because now the attention's on the double mouses here for RN. This is not good news for Nova. Mouses have gone in way too early, and RN is just, you know, pincering the mouses here. Unfortunately, Professionist is going to be focused for RN, and he's going to go down really quickly. I don't know if that rotation from Nova is able to shut down. White is gone, with Professionist is now dead. Arrive is going to be a next time down, potentially. Nova is struggling. Arrive is now dead. That's going to be really important, but Bow Giant is going to go down really quickly. It's going to be the case, and RN is going to get B. That means RN has 2 caps, and Nova needs to get all the kills here, but are they quick enough? RN, 970, 975, 980, 985, 990, and it's going to be RN with that second win. And they got it. RN with 2 points. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, Capsule, for saying this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Girls, give me pals, and we're going to be seeing RN only 1 tank doing more than 2k. But it's all about the caps in this game. Nova, great idea, wrong timing. Mouses should have pushed in a lot later. When they did it, they did it too early. That allowed RN to focus the mouses first, which is a really good call by RN because the rotating tanks of Nova hasn't even reached the destination yet. So Nova, they have to communicate a little bit better with those mouses. It's a bit too early, that rotation. They had the right idea, right call, get the timing right, and I think it could be a really close game. They could have won it actually. So hello Fad, how are you doing? And it's now, let's look at all the results. Okay, we have RN beating Nova 2-0. So what will be the results on other groups? Oh, 9V looking for that gold ticket, beating BB 2-0. PGMT beating Attribution 2-0. And Dur is still playing against E4D. This can be important here. If E4D is able to beat Dur, they might be in trouble getting that Gold Series ticket. There will be a broadcast for Gold Series. Don't worry about that, Vardy. But the reason why I was not going to do bronze for you because there's a really low percentage of teams that is really decent, or if I might say, well, I put it in other words, I don't think you guys, gals and gaming house will learn a lot from watching some of the games of used. I think the disparity in the groups is just really huge. No. Those are not going to stream you later. This is why I think you will learn a lot more when you for the go streams. So, but Asia server is just, I mean, the teams are really closely matched. And here we are. Oh, need to get more groups in. Okay, group 2. Wild! What is going on with EA tonight? Seems something's wrong. Did they not bother to show up at all? Because Wild winning EA 2-0 in a very quick fashion. RN winning Nova 2-0, we know that. BTG still playing against Feast. BTG might be able to do something about that. Third tour, we have King 2-0 against SQ, that is to be expected. GB, great game, 2-0 against NQE7. DCG, 2-0 against Salmon. And then we have Group 3. Group 4. E7, 2-0 against RI. HLV, 2-0 against Bot. But I might lose to Omega though. Ooh. Might head into a tiebreaker. Don't know what happened to UI. Maybe a bit too excited about that win against TY and Omega. They should be able to beat that. It will be a shocker if they don't. Explosives if oh, shots fired. Tea spilled. Gosh. Don't you dare waste my English breakfast tea. You. It's the W word. WIMP. Is it a loud word? I don't want to say that, but yeah. Oh, it's you. Okay. Risk barcode. Okay, remember Jinxers. Why are you asking those three today? I see where you're coming from. I'm thinking it's kind of a shout out to that thing used by Hong Kong in track and trace. Where you're coming from abroad, so I'm just simply don't obey that. But anyway, oh, I have to go in. I think the room's up. Hopefully I'm not going to miss that. Oh no, the room's not up yet. I thought it was up. Oh, more than 60 viewers, thank you very much. The last match we are going to be watching will be RM versus Wild. Let's see how Wild's going to be playing, because they beat EA 2-0 quite convincingly. Well, this group is turning out to be a lot closer than I think. You never know. It could be. Could be interesting. Let's reload. Let's see if there are tiebreakers here. Alright, so we are seeing Evil D beating the 2-1. Oh no, duh. Oh dear. Go ticket chance. I mean, if they cannot get second, they have to absolutely beat 9V to get that gold ticket. And they lost to they lost to Evil D. That's not a good start. They only have 2 points. If they can win 9V, that could be good. We're really at the expense. Oh dear, I think this can go whichever which way. I will stream. I will stream gold. Yes, definitely. Feast beat DTG 2-1. DTG valiant effort right here. Won a match against DTG. So all the best against Nova. I think they should be able to get it. And then. Group 3, Group 3 it is, Group 3, we know the results already, and finally, Group 4, UI, just a scare right here, but UI, in the end, came out on top, beating Omega 2-1, and I mean UI, the next match, they're going to be, the next game will be against E7, but they can take a deep breath at the moment. They just only need to beat Mods, and Mods lost to. I mean, they haven't really played a team near the level like TY or Omega, so can't say how good Mods is. But at the same time, they lost to HLB and E72, obvious top 8 contenders. So, oh, this is really exciting to watch. I like that. Yes, I was talking about Asia. Yes. Oh, from my announcement. Let me see. I think we still have some time to look at other servers. Let's go to EU server. Not sure if the group's been done. It takes wargaming an hour, a little bit short of an hour to get the groups up. So. Oh. Okay, the groupings are, the grouping is here. 7 groups once again. It will be Jones, Kraken Esports second team, Demo, Crow, I didn't know that, and that team name is very questionable. I think that is not acceptable. Bella, Cocat, and also Joms. Group 2 we have Saeed, Etel, A1M1, Gabriel Wi-Fi. I don't know if it's the first team or not. This first team's probably Arcane Nation, but and then we have BPS, obviously. Final Tess and 1 Ted. The reason why I'm not going to be streaming EU probably because the disparity is really large, and it's just going to be seeing teams just beating them quite convincingly. And then we have a group 3. KYS, Phoenix, TTT. Good luck to Seek. Kang, DWF, 57th, and exactly this is a relatively easy group actually. And Joe should be able to get the first. It's not a difficult group too. And the group 4, isn't it? Group 4. We have Pink, Matt ASP, GX49DIF, HSOP Spartan, IRI2. This is going to be the group of death, I believe. Pink, HSOP Spartan, and ASP, all 4 of them are really closely matched. And finally, we have group, well, not finally, it's group 5. Group 5, we have RNG, APA, Immortals, 2 teams there, Astra, Vibes, Latte, and Happy. Group 6, we have Zenith, NRJ, UA, Astra, Endgame, STG, Corp, and Turk. So that's Turk's first team. This could be important. Zenith might want to prove their worth. If they can win against Turks, I think they can start thinking about getting into the top 8. Because Turks, they can beat Turks, definitely. I think they are a top 8 contender now. That could be really big for them in the season that's under the wrong, all the wrong reasons. It's probably the easiest, well, not the easiest, but well, quite objectively and objectively a relatively easy season. I just say one of the easiest seasons to get into top 8. Not like Silver. I mean Winter and also you know Spring. They are like they are really exciting to watch, but this is not really the case. I think we can only like 9 to 10 teams. Kraken Esports first team, they will have the Serenity guys here, Loka, A1M1, Arcade Nation. This is also another group of death right here. Octopus, they definitely want to get a ticket this time. They can look to get to secure the 4th place. And now let's look at the match. Alright, so Wild. Oh, we hold Himmelstar. The first time we're seeing it has been out of the road map pool for a long time. And it wasn't really since like 2 years ago that Himmelstar was still in the map pool in tier 10. And this map is notorious for being so flat that I think you're not going to see any mediums or lights. And 260s make an appearance. RN's taking double 260s, double mouse, triple IS4. Wild's just going really aggressive. Oh, don't know if that's the right idea. Double 50B's got absolutely mullered already. And they also taking double IS4, triple T110E5s. But they are out in the open, so it's just going to farm those tanks. Wild. I really don't think that's a good strategy here. They didn't really commit further in because they're just out in the open allowing RN to farm them. But at the same time, Wild is going to rush the mouse. This is what RM wants Wild to do. And Wild's now going to commit to the Devils into Alpha. Axiomax is now dead. Already double 50B is now dead. Already not having a lot of use in this match. Alpha is going to go down. Hippo is still with Alpha. I am Juro 28 is going to go down. I'm just going to call you. The number 28 is going to go down. Number 26 might be the next focus, and number 27 is looking for Gerardo. And I am Gerald is going to be ignored. No, it's not going to be ignored. White is going to now killing I am Gerald. And RN is going for number 27. RN is going for number 27, and they're going to kill off number 27 quickly. It's just focus fire practice for RN in this game. Murakuns is now dead, killed by Nadoto. I am number 27 is now dead, and number 26 is going to go down really soon. Now you have to think, how on earth did they beat EA in the last one? Because that wasn't the stuff that I was expecting from WoW. They can beat EA quite quickly. So I suppose EA just simply didn't turn up in the end. Let's hope it's not the case for tomorrow, because that's going to be the match we're going to be following tomorrow. We are going to be seeing number 26 going to be the next tank down. For a while, it's going to be the last tank remaining. He's going to find white is gone, but the daughter is just in a lot of pain. I don't think that was a good initial strategy. I don't see the idea right there. Maybe they're just going to shut down whoever's trying to get C, but are just putting tanks near A, tanks near D, just about the crossfire, while just in the open didn't commit further inwards. So not a great start for Wild. And Ara just simply not a lot of problem in getting not getting a lot of problem in shutting their tanks down, and it's first win for our end. 1-0 it is, and Wild needs to do a lot better in the next one. The Geralds needs to figure out a better way. And here we are, we have Wild only 2 tanks doing more than 2k, and RN 5 tanks doing more than 2k. Focus fire practice it is, and RN just the focus fire was so good. Nothing to doubt, nothing to question, and it's like a game. It is. It's like a match. On himself. And then we are seeing RN, it's going to be triple mouse by Alpha, Sagittarius, and Mura, double 260 by Tommy and White, double IS4 by Dramado and Taichan. Wild is going to go with double mouse by Axiomatic and one of the Geralds, double crown by one of the another Geralds, and Fuwa, and IS7 seriously by Filthy, and double IS4 by the Dorto and another Gerald. So here we go. Most of red team will be the Wild on the north spawn, blue team RN on the south spawn. Oh, Mura is changing into an IS4 instead, so triple IS4 still, I believe. Hello Chippy Chips, how you doing? Yeah, you lost track of your own server, Capso, but Asia, it's a huge contrast to what it was a year ago in the summer season when I started following tournaments. It's a huge contrast. Asia server last year, top 16 is really not competitive. There is a clan which went into a top 16, didn't even turn up in the last few qualifying tournaments, and didn't even register a team for the next stage, which meant there are only like 15 teams. Was it? I think there are more than that. Like 15 clans joining joining the next advanced stage. This season, around like 20 teams are fighting for top 16, and at least more than half of them have been training really hard for this, and you can see how far Asia server has grown over this year. And I really have to say, 2022 Twister, if it's going to be organized by Wargaming, I really think you can't write to Asia server off. We want to see that kind of competitiveness, and if it's healthy competition, just kind of my utopia right now. If it's healthy competition, then absolutely, this can be a really good environment for Asia server to grow a lot more. But at the same time, RN getting B already, but they didn't get D. Oh, Taishan taking a hit in that area. This is going to be a hard area to work with. D is going to be captured. That means 2 caps for Wild. They have the cap lead. RN is going to be the clan, and that needs to make a push. This is a lot better from Wild at the moment, but I might jinx Wild here because I like to jinx myself, and but they beat EA, so yes. That also saying me and Cheesy can hold. I thought Cheese is in E7 under the name of Cheese Balls. Do we have Cheesy in Wild? What are you talking about? Are we witnessing account sharing? Please don't do that. please let me live in my utopia and not, you know, the extremely terrible stuff happening in another server last season with the account sharing, and trying to, you know, get into top 8 in a really dubious way. But anyway, we are seeing RN getting it both in. Oh, I mean, RN needs to make a push, but it's gonna be hard while sitting really deep, defending C, defending D. It's gonna be hard to rotate. Don't want to rush into the Mouses. The Mouse is pushing the line up there. Oh, it's gonna apply even more pressure for RN. But if I were RN, now that I saw the Mouses there, oh, I think that could be a really great call by Wild here. I don't think RN's expecting this. They're looking to make a push now. This can be a make or break strategy, but Wild absolutely needs to get the tank out. They need to get Murakuns, but Sagittarius there to stop it. Oh, I think Wild might be playing with fire here. They're now focusing the Mouse. Okay. Well, RN is leading by more than 1,000 cap wins, and at the same time, Wild's trying to take out Tai Chan. Hippo is still. Oh, now with Wild here, they've taken out the Mouses. Tai Chan is also dead, so Wild definitely did a lot better on the other flank. And RN is looking for Filthy Seal Clubbers. The Hippo is still with Wild here. Wild's getting an advantage, actually. This is a really great game by Wild at the moment. Alpha is going to. No, Filthy's now dead. Murakuns is KO'd there, but Wild is having 6 tanks and it's 6 versus 5. They also have a hit point advantage. The next time they look to kill will be Tommy, and I am 2 Gyros looking for Tommy. And this game surely going to Wild. What a great game it was for Wild here. That push onto RN definitely threw RN off guard. You would have thought RN needs to make a move, not Wild. But I really like this idea by Wild. This gamble paid off really well for Wild in the end, although they focused the Mouse at the start, which I was not completely happy about. But it doesn't really matter in the end. They did a lot better on the other side as well. They took out Tai Chan. That was so important. You would have thought RN have a numerical advantage right here, but getting a tank out and a numerical disadvantage is a really good advantage. It's going to put yourself in a really good advantage. Now that it's going to be 5 versus 2, Wild just only 3 or 4 cap points away from winning this one. Drabado is going to push out into I Am Gerald. Could be able to kill off I Am Gerald, buying some time for RN here. Now that Wild's looking to get C as well. Oh, actually, it's not over yet. If Wild loses a tank here and another tank, RN snatches one from the grave. B and D are both captured now. Drabalos is still in B, trying to prevent Wild from getting any more cap points. White is gone. It's going to be the next tank out, I believe. And just only 2 more cap points. Finally, Wild getting 1,000 cap points. And that was a really great game by Wild. This is Asia server, it is. Hello, Alpha, how are you doing? And that was great. Great game by Wild. And making it to 1-1. RN in trouble. 2 tanks we won 2k, but Wild, that move is all they need to win that one. 5 tanks we won 2k. Absolutely, they have the cap advantage. They don't have to do that. But they did that because RN needs to make a push. And they capitalized on RN being hesitant in where to push. And I mean, when they pushed, RN is really spread out. They really took out the isolated tanks. So that's great timing right here by Wild. You have to give a round of applause to that. Wild being the underdogs here. RN will be very terrified in losing this one. Hopefully they don't. But it's going to be 1-1 now. Oh my god, that was. Oh my gosh, oh that was. Oh dear. Well. Sorry for laughing this one, but really look at the title place next time. Here we go. Wild double TVP, double T175 and 50B. Krabwagen, the biggest light. That was the wild we are expecting. The first game, it was not wild. It was something else. Yeah, and our end it was we're going to be seeing double batch chat. A nice for Krabwagen M6U and double T175. The double batch chat can be really volatile because of the hit points and also the armor. It's not really good at all. But if you can work in tandem, you can unleash a lot of burst damage. Thank you for clarifying as well. I know that it's not. I can't share. I know. I think both players are quite unrelated. Like cheese balls and cheesy, both are related anyway. But anyway, TVP going into C potentially. He's going to great shots into number 26 here. Another great shot into ARWV. Ooh, so that means both teams are trading equally. Oh wait, he's taking a hit. That means Wild was given a hit point, cap point advantage. RN is struggling. Wild in good positions. Great shot into number 27. Hit points are now with RN, but a tiny little bit. C is also getting captured by Wild. Oh, that means RN needs to make a push, but Wild absolutely doesn't have to make a push. I don't know why number 28 is going in. They're looking to shut down the Sagittarius, but RN is just reacting really well to that, and RN is going to get A as well. And I think I know why they have to make a push, because they are now going to give up A entirely. And if they don't give away, this area here is going to be farmed horrendously by tanks near A. So they're now looking to get B, but they dropped so many hit points in doing that. Axiomatics on the ammo rack as well. Reactive armor as well, and tracked. And we see B getting captured by Fuwa. Axiomatics getting taken out by RN. Y is trying to get B, but RN is in position to reset B. So this is a really not a good start for Wild at the moment here. It's going to be hard to make a comeback here. Now they are down by more than 3,000 hit points. RN just need to pick up the pieces. Dalton is still really healthy. Number 27 is still really healthy here. And Filthy is also really healthy. And RN's just the double batch is rotating away. And RN is looking to line up for a push onto the Krabwagen and number 28 and even number 26. And Filthy Steel Clubber. A great shots. The HE shells coming through to Filthy Steel Clubber. He's trying to run away, but is he going to be able to run away quickly enough? It's not going to be the case. White is gone. It kills off Filthy Steel Clubber. Number 26 is now killed. RN is rushing en masse to the tanks. Number 28 dropped the reactive armor and is going to be killed by Taichan. Alpha is killed, and now ARWV is going to arrive into the backside, onto the backside of Fuwa. Not the backside, frontal side, frontal armor, but put a great shell into Fuwa, second shell into Fuwa. It's going to be the case. We also have Nadoto going to be the last person standing. Getting killed by Taichan, and this game goes to RN. Yes, Killshock, you suck. Definitely you suck. So stop sucking then. The Wild. I think this match, I think they reacted, I think they got a little bit too, I don't know, is it overreactive or something like that? But they have two caps, they don't need to make a rotation. They have to go into, try to get into B, because if they get A and C, they're in good positions to defend A. A is actually defendable, if that's even a word. And RN, when they realized Wild is looking for B, pulled back the forces really well, did not allow Wild to isolate tanks at all. Rotated into A, kind of farm tanks, kind of crossing over to B, and RN got A as well. Held B really well, in position to reset B. Wild, if they had not made that move, to get into B or trying to get into B, they would not have made it would not have made it easy for RN by any means, and it would have been a difficult match for RN to make a rotation. So Wild, maybe I like how you did in the second match where you kind of stood still, holding your cap points, reading what RN is doing, figuring out the positions of RN tanks. This game, this match, not a lot of reading, and that I think was a huge problem. And the second match, Wild won with that amazing reading. This not so good reading, so that means Wild, hopefully the next one, the final match, hopefully they will do a lot better, and that means it's going to be 2-1 for RN. Don't spoil, please. Let's reload and let's actually check the seed grouping for Arda. I think M6O is not really popular because DPM is still relatively low. Hit points is also a lot lower than Kramwagen, and that and the armor is not like a lot better than Kramwagen, so you might want to use Kramwagen instead of M6O. And actually, it's not that mobile. I thought it was so mobile. It wasn't actually. And Group 1 we have Dur. That's the win that we need. 2-0 against PGMT Archtun. 2-1 against PB. E4D 2-0 against 9V. Oh, that means E4D 3 points now. So it's going to be between Dur and 9V. With that final point, I think Dur really needs that to get that gold ticket. But 9V, I think they are secure of a silver ticket, so they at least will be playing on. They will be playing on the 9th and 10th, I think. On the 10th and 11th. Ooh, someone's trying to spam. Nightbot, come in. Nightbot, where are you? No, I'm going to I'm gonna time you out and delete your messages. Thank you. Nightbot is not here, so for odd reason, maybe they are able to surpass that filter. And below we have Group 3. NQE7. Oh, losing a game against SQ. That can be a warning sign right here. Kang beating Salmon 2-0. And we also have ECG beating GV 2-1. That's good for ECG. And we also have Group 4. Alright, 2-0 against Bots. HLV 2-0 against TY. E7 2-0 against UI. And here we go. Let's actually, I mean, you didn't see what happened on the EU server, the grouping, so I'm going to show you once again. And I think there are two groups that you might want to take a note of tonight. Okay, so it will be Jones, Kraken Esports, Demo, Crow, Bella, Cocat, and Joms. I might have to report this name Crow to Wargaming because this is obviously against the rules. KYS, Phoenix, TDT, Kane, DWF, 57TH, and Exagi. Group 3 we have Pink, Matt, ASPGX, 49DIF, HSOP Spartan, IRI2. This is not an easy group by any means. Pink, HSOP Spartan, and ASP are very closely matched, so they all have a chance to get a gold ticket. So we'll have to find out who is going to be really good. And ASP, this is, I think, especially for ASP, this is going to be their first challenge yet, I believe. And then Group 4 we have RNG, APA, Double Immortals team, Astra, Vibes Latte, and HAPYL. And then you have Zenith, NRJ, UA, Astra, Endgame, STG, Corpi, and Turks first team. This is going to be an important night for Zenith. Are they going to play Turks tonight? They will be playing Turks tonight, so if they can win against Turks, they can think about getting into top 8, because Turks is definitely a good top 8 team, I believe. And then we have Octopus, FSM, SLVN7, Quake, Loca, Cricket Esports first team, Winky, and A1M1. This is going to be the group of death, I believe, the last group 7. Yep, because you have Loca, Cricket Esports, and A1M1 all looking for that gold ticket, especially for Cricket Esports. They now have players from Serenity previously, so A1M1, this is going to be a challenge for them. If they can beat Cricket Esports, they can really, you know, think about getting the top 8, but if not, they need to worry. They need to be worried. Octopus also a good chance for them to get the 4th place and get a silver ticket this time. I think for the previous 2 attempts they didn't get a silver ticket, and when you consider Octopus to have trained for quite some time, or to train a couple of times already, I mean they are quite, you know, hardworking, then you I will be expecting Octopus to do well, and I hope to get a ticket tonight. Let's see if there are groups drawn already for NA. I don't want to upset, so good to prevent the choices here. Nope. The registration will end in 16 minutes, so 37 teams registered, so that's a really great amount. So the teams registered will be, some teams that I can recall would be INQ. They haven't been doing really well so far, but hopefully they can do better. PT's clan, that seems to kind of got my attention. NOx, nitrogen oxides. Rifle, is back. Straight, first team, Astro. Metro is a team that we have to be careful. Zero is back. Hated, Void, Straight, second team. MJ is back. Jokers, Elevation, or Levitation, Elif, Crew, about for Apex, Purple, and the team name is a bit R is back. Resistance, or otherwise known as Juno, is here. Pramo, SLG, Pincer, GG, and Arkham. We kind of have all the teams that we will be expecting to play tonight. Will be for any server will be here. And as for the teams that are still registering the big names, like Cursed, they have to hurry up. And we also have who else? TTT. Is that TTT from that same clan on the EU server? I don't know, but yeah, I agree with that, Alpha. Except when Crown has speed boost, of course. So it's kind of like double-edged sword. I do think. I think you can. I think, yeah, I do prefer the Crown more in this situation. Let's actually update the cups. Oh no! One of our players went AFK. But at least you won against SQ in the end. So yeah, NQE7 won in the end, but they lost one match, which isn't really nice. But in the end, they won, so that's good. Well, we can't update the scoreboard because all the matches haven't finished yet. So thank you very much for watching, watching this stream. I really hope you enjoyed my commentary, and I'll be back tomorrow on the Asia server. Only one match to follow, so please be early. It will be EA versus RN. Really, really exciting. And yeah, and no stream for you server tonight. I decided against that because I think there is really no good purpose to follow that when it's mostly it's mostly like really disparity is too much. Not for Asia. Asia is there are not a lot of pop teams, but by no means it's a dead server. Pop teams, yeah, but competitive teams, well and alive. But here we are. I mean, look at the brackets once again. There's Group 2. EA currently with only 1 point and they only won one game. They lost to Feast. Yeah, so very likely EA. If they won against RN, that can be interesting. But they lost to both Wild and DTG. So even if they won against RN, they will still not get a ticket. So EA would not get a ticket tonight, and Feast will be getting the go ticket at least. They won against RN, so even if RN won against EA and lost against Nova, doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Nova would also not get a ticket because they can only get 1 more point, and already there are four teams getting 2 points already. So that means if you look at the table, Group 1, it's going to be a mess. Unless, I mean, E4D surely will be getting a go ticket. I think it will be the second go ticket. It will be between Dirt or 9V, but I really hope Dirt will get that because I think they are a really strong team. 9V, they need a ticket. They got a silver ticket at least, so it's not a big deal. PGMT would want to win against BB, but if they lost to BB, if Attribution won against E4D, Attribution would not get the ticket because Attribution lost to PGMT. Group 3, the moment here, EGG will surely get a ticket. NQE7 and GV, it depends really. If GV lost to Kane, then if NQE7 won against EGG, they will get a ticket, go ticket. Kane will get a ticket at least, because both Salmon and SQ haven't won a single game, and they can only play one more match. So yeah, and Group 4, it's going to be interesting. Omega and Mods haven't got us. I mean, Omega Mods and TY haven't got a single point, and it looks really strong for E7 Big Shell VR and UI at the moment here. I mean, Mods. I mean, UI has to beat Mods at least, but RI, they are against the really strong teams. They've beaten the teams they need to beat, Omega, Mods and TY, so they don't have to do much. As for UI, just have to beat Mods and they will be sure of a position, and they will be sure of a ticket. And as for HLV, E7 definitely will be getting a ticket tonight, tomorrow, and yeah, that's it for me tonight. Thank you all for watching, and see you later, and bye for now.